Hey everyone, Steve Young here. For the past 1 year, I've been recharging my Tesla Model Y long range using just a wall outlet. The questions for this video are going to be, how did I do over that 1 year? How much did it cost? What kind of lifestyle do I live? What does the local public high-speed charging network nearby me look like? And do you need to have a level 2 charger at home? All right, let's get out of this garage and let's get back to the studio. Okay, so what sort of lifestyle do I live and my family and I live? Because if I was driving 7 days a week, let's just say I was an Uber driver, I'm driving every single day, a level 1 charger at home probably would not be sufficient. So what kind of lifestyle do I live? So we got our car in February 2021. Why is that date significant? What was happening at February 2021, right? The global illness. Everyone is encouraged to stay at home, to isolate, to quarantine, don't meet friends or family, etc. We're all working from home. I work from home. My wife works from home. Monday through Friday, we're basically just at home. The time that we want to go out is usually Friday night, most of Saturday. And you know what would be great to kind of break this all down for you? It would be a schedule. Okay, that should be nice. So we started off with 80, we drove to get dinner on Friday night. Ended off with 50, came back home, topped off, got to 60, started our real weekend over here with 60%, drove around probably somewhere around like 50, 75 or 100 miles, stopped by a supercharger, topped off to 80, drove more, got back home with about 25% state of charge, okay? And then Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, I'm at 35%, and then that's it. That's the end of my weekend. That is kind of sort of a typical normal weekend for us. Okay, here we play rock, paper, scissors. You versus me. If you win, you do nothing. If I win, you subscribe. And if we tie, then you press the like button, all right? Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Thanks for playing. So now here is where I think I have a major competitive advantage. Within a 15-minute drive of me, I have 4 Volta level 2 chargers, 4 ChargePoint level 2 chargers, and 3 Tesla destination chargers, all for free. I typically use these chargers Mondays and Tuesdays. And if I had to be brutally honest with myself, I don't think I could have survived this past year using home charging with a wall outlet charger alone without the help of these level 2 charging networks. Okay, so here is where the meat and potatoes of this video is going to be. So as I said earlier, I lived on a level 1 charger at home for the past year, and I did fine. I made it. Everything's completely fine. We did it. We did that, plus the complimentary level 2 charging network that we have around me, and I survived, okay? Having only a level 1 charger at home also gave me kind of a strong excuse to get out of the house, have a change of scenery, have a change of pace. So I would typically unplug at home, drive into my local downtown, drive into my office. I would plug in the car at a Volta station. I would visit a Starbucks or a cafe and get an hour or two of work done. Maybe I'd hit the gym. Maybe I'd go to the grocery. I go grocery shopping. I would pick up some lunch, and I would use these public chargers exactly the way that they're supposed to be used. You use them to complement your life while you run other chores. So that's how I would use them. And it was very nice having Volta kind of top off my battery about 10% every hour. Occasionally on weekends, when I knew that we had kind of a busy weekend, maybe we were driving Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I found myself waking up in the morning like 5 or 6 a.m. so that I could get out of the house, go to my local Volta charger, plug in, and I would also visit a Starbucks. Now, I normally would do that maybe around 11 a.m., noon or so. This time I would do it like 5 or 6 a.m. And the difference here is that I did that because I had to. Okay? I stopped by the Volta station not because it complemented my lifestyle, what I was doing that day, getting some work done, visiting a cafe, going to the gym. No, I visited the Volta station because I had to visit this Volta station. And that's where the car, I was living according to the car's lifestyle, but the car wasn't living according to my lifestyle. The car wasn't complementing my lifestyle at that particular time. Okay? That's where it felt occasionally like it was a job. Like, who's in charge here? Okay, let's take it one step further than that. And there were times when I knew that we were doing a lot of driving over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe it was a long weekend. Maybe it was like President's Day weekend. Maybe we had a 4-day weekend and we were doing a lot of stuff. So I would have to visit the Supercharger. That's about 3 miles down the road over here. But the Supercharger was less of an issue because, number one, I knew I had to do it because time was an issue. Maybe we're leaving early in the morning at like 8 a.m. or something. Like, it just had to get done. The time you spend at a Supercharger really isn't very long. Like, maybe you're there 15-20 minutes. So I would stop in, I would charge, I would grab a cup of coffee from the Wawa, and I would just filter through some news or some emails, and then before I knew it, it was time to leave. The only downside to using the Supercharger, of course, is that for the 15-20 minutes that I was there, I would probably get billed about $20 for that stop. Compared to using a Volta charger or a charge point charger that I have nearby me, which was free, and it would top me off at about 10% for every hour, compared to using a level 1 charger at home, which would cost me about $1. Okay, so since we're talking about costs now, that makes a great segue into... Okay, so here, this is the how much did I pay section. And just to get right to the point, how much did I pay? $60. Okay, you'll see the kind of graphs that are broken up over here. Home charging is blue, supercharging is red, other charging is gray, and that is like Volta chargers and charge point chargers. That's what that is. Okay, so we're going to touch upon this a little bit later too. That number actually for me, I believe, is higher, but we're going to touch upon that $195 figure in just a minute. I'm going to press play, and you're going to see this scroll from the right to the left, and I'll try to break it down for you just a little bit. Okay, so we're doing well. We're charging at home, and right there, you'll see I spent $0. I refilled 22 kilowatts. The vast majority of it was on public chargers. $0 spent. If you're driving gas, you can never, ever say that. Okay, let's keep on going. And the next thing we're going to stop on is the Supercharger right there. $29 spent for a Supercharger. And you could see when I was scrolling through everything else, how much I'm spending to charge at a Volta station, which is $0, and how much I'm charging to charge at home overnight, which is usually like $1 or $2. So how you get the electricity into your car matters. Supercharger is charging me $29 for a session. Volta and ChargePoint, the other public chargers around me, $0. And then just a teeny tiny bit for charging in my driveway at home. So that matters. Okay, so we're scrolling through. We're going to hit the end, and then I'm going to pause right there. Okay, so you can see where most of my costs have gone into. I spent I spent $60. $29 of that was at a supercharger. All right, so if that's not a thing for you, if that's not going to apply to you, just subtract that. You're going to be saving a lot of money. Let's talk about this $195 saved, because I actually think this number is higher for me. Before I got my Model Y, I had a large SUV. It was a bit of a gas guzzler, and with gas nearby me, it is about $4.25 per gallon for a gallon of regular. Okay, that's what I would be filling up. So a 20-gallon tank, what I had before, times $4.25, it's about $100 every single fill up. All right, so $100 every week, $400 a month, 400 minus $195. I'm sorry, 400 minus $60, because that's what I spent. 400 minus $60, because that's what I spent. That comes out to $340 in savings. That's cash in my pocket. And I don't know about you, but $340 for me is a really good run to Costco. For me and my family, bread, eggs, toilet paper, all that stuff, that's a really good solid one or 2 months of groceries right there. So I think that really makes a difference. Okay, so just to wrap up, I did make it work for me with a level 1 charger only, but it really did depend upon my lifestyle, and I was heavily reliant upon the public level 2 free charging network that was nearby me. If I could do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing. I think that there are pros and cons to being reliant upon a level 1 charger only. It did give me an excuse to get out of the house, and I really did enjoy exploring and learning more about Voltachargers and ChargePoint chargers, which I probably would not have done if I only stayed at home and charged in my driveway. So in my opinion, yes, you can get it done, but it depends upon your lifestyle. So that just about wraps it up for this video. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.